Lifted at last. The new restrictions lifted in the tri-state as COVID positivity plummets.
We'll track the end of the showers and thunderstorms for you and just how muggy it'll be by morning.
And dining al fresco. New York Live with the good food with a view. This is News 4 Now for June 4th. I'm Gilma Avalos. Some of the last COVID restrictions in the tri-state have now been lifted, this time in the Garden State. A week after New Jersey ditched mask mandates for fully vaccinated people, the state has now lifted all indoor gathering limits, including the one for the largest venues. That means limits to social indoor gatherings capped at 50 people. Those limits are gone. So is the 30% limit on large outdoor venues. Today, Governor Phil Murphy signed legislation officially ending the state's COVID-19 public health emergency. In Westchester, a woman is dead after her SUV winds up in the Hutchinson River in Mount Vernon. This happened around 8:30 this morning at the Fulton Avenue Bridge off the Hutchinson River Parkway. Witnesses say the gray Jeep Cherokee was at the gas station fueling up, and then the next thing they knew, it was in the water. Multiple law enforcement sources say a woman was pulled from the water. It's unclear what caused the SUV to go off the bridge. A scary scene on Long Island where an alleged drunk driver crashed through a fence and onto a field at a school. All of it was caught on a nearby security camera. This happened at Rame Avenue Elementary in East Rockaway. Dozens of students were in the schoolyard, but staff were able to get them safely inside. 73-year-old Edward Coughlin was arrested a short time later and charged with DWI. Police say he had a blood alcohol level twice the legal limit. 7 subway track inspectors are being disciplined. An inspector general's report says they weren't doing their job and lied about it. The report looks at that dangerous situation 2 years ago on the 7 train that we told you about. Loose debris fell onto cars in the street below in Queens. The IG's report says it's appalling that so many inspectors skipped their assignments and then filed false reports. The MTA tells us, quote, "These inspectors violated the public trust. They were caught and immediately removed from service." Right now, a SpaceX rocket is on its way to the International Space Station with an experiment designed by Stanford High School students. Riving Armstrong and Lizette Garcia have since graduated from Stanford High School and are now in college, but they returned to the school yesterday to watch the SpaceX launch with their mentor and former teacher, Sue Doherty. Sending their experiment to the heavens was delayed a year due to COVID. Their experiment on cancer research was picked over 16,000 other entries in the student space flight's experiment program.
We just kind of thought, like, everybody is affected or touched by cancer.
What we want to do is find a way to cut off cancer cells' energy supply.
We're one of the most diverse in the country, and so we thought it was really important to encourage students to explore careers in STEM.
And just sending the experiment to the ISS doesn't mean the work is done. Astronauts will send back data for the students to analyze later this summer. A muggy day out there today, and Maria, we're not done with the rain just yet.
Not quite done with the shower and thunderstorm threat. In fact, early evening, we'll start to see things wind down. As far as the temperatures go, we'll go from the low to mid 70s back near 70 once those storms roll out. We'll get to see some clearing as we head toward morning. Those showers and thunderstorms, though, not a sign of the humidity going away. In fact, you can see between late evening and tomorrow morning, the dew points still into the low 60s. So this is a changeup of an air mass that's only in temperatures, and actually we're going to see them go up from here and staying humid as well. So the low temperatures right about 67 for the morning hours, 62 in White Plains and Merrick, 66 in Newark. While we have those evening storms, it will be dry, precipitation free as we head into tomorrow morning and the afternoon.
New York is known for good food and its unmatched views. New York Live takes a look at dinners with a view from Long Island City.
With New York beginning to reopen and social distancing rules in effect, many of the city's restaurants are encouraging their customers to eat outside and dine al fresco. So today we're here in Long Island City checking out 2 spots where you can not only eat outdoors, but have your food with a view. First up, American Brass. Hi Gino, thank you so much for having us here. So I understand that American Brass is Long Island City's newest restaurant. What can you tell me about it?
We serve a lot of brasserie classics. We have a full raw bar menu. That's something that isn't offered in Long Island City, so we're the first to do it.
Now, one of the best features about this restaurant is its waterfront location.
We're literally right in the middle of the Long Island City piers. Directly across the street from us is the historically preserved gantries.
All right, so when you come to American Brass, you have to indulge in their seafood. And this is an impressive 3-tiered seafood platter. We have oysters that are from both coasts. We have Maine lobster and Alaskan king crab leg. And then we also have this beautiful seafood salad. Oh, wow. That's tasty. This is the signature American Brass burger. We also have the Mayella mac and cheese, which looks incredible. This is really good. And next up, Blend on the Water.
We've been here for about 6 years, going on 7. With Blend, we offer Latin fusion cuisine. And so you have Colombian, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Mexican cuisine, and we make it with our own little twists on it.
We're special, man. We got that ambience that most of the neighborhood doesn't have. You know, we got that Latin feel.
You got that flavor.
Right, we got that flavor. We got that food that definitely in the neighborhood you can't get. We have these frozen drinks you can't get anywhere else.
Okay.
So, you know, people, the word gets around.
My personal favorite is the churrasco. It's a skirt steak. That is Argentinian.
And what do we have here?
That's actually the taco dia. It's my personal creation. So it's a taco, you like a quesadilla, or a quesadilla, you like a taco. And it comes in either chicken or beef.
You had me at quesadilla. Wow. So this is the perfect day and the perfect place for a picnic. And this is extremely good. Excellent food, weather, and views make Long Island City the best place to be for outdoor dining. So come on over, have your food outdoors, and enjoy.
Alzheimer's has stolen most of Peter Marshall's memories, but there's one thing that won't change for the Connecticut man, and that is his love for his wife. News 4's Ida Siegel shows us how they continue to honor their vows in sickness and in health.
This is a love story, the kind that romance movies aspire to, the kind that vows are made of.
Love is forged in a fire. It is made up of trials.
It's the most magical love story you'll ever hear.
Lisa and Peter Marshall of Andover, Connecticut have been married for 12 years. But at this ceremony, Peter believes he's wedding the love of his life for the first time. He doesn't remember the last time. He doesn't even remember his bride's name, but he knows he loves her.
And
I give you all that I am
and ever hope to be.
and ever hope to be.
Peter is 56 years old, and a few years ago he was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's.
I mean, our hearts are connected. I don't need a label. I don't need to have a name because our hearts are connected.
Last December, Peter had a moment of clarity. They were watching a wedding on TV, and Peter said, "Let's do it."
And I said, "Do what?" And he pointed to the TV, to the scene of this wedding. And I said, "Do you want to get married?" And he said, "Yes." And he had this huge grin on his face, and he doesn't know that I'm his wife. I'm just his favorite person.
Do you like me?
I like you so much. I love you so much. Do you like me?
Yeah.
That's right. Peter fell in love and chose Lisa again.
We should get married. I'm the luckiest girl in the world. I get to do it twice. Yeah.
Lisa's daughter is a wedding and event planner. She put the word out, and countless vendors offered their services for free.
It was so perfect. Like I couldn't have dreamt for a better day.
Peter, you may kiss your bride.
Oh.
I can't remember seeing him so happy for so long. He was so happy.
Peter's illness is progressing rapidly. He no longer remembers the vow renewal ceremony from a couple months ago, but he remembers there's a woman who loves him and cherishes him always, something he expressed at the wedding.
And he whispered in my ear, "Thank you for staying."
Staying put in sickness and in health. Ida Siegel, News 4, New York.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.